And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Miami's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off at defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Takes the handoff. It's Bannon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Hout. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Canes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's West. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time. reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Howe. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Ben. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Canes have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Canes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Adams. Get it out on the screen. Found found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going, but right now just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Thrust that arm out.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking for a man. It's Howe. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you...
Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Miami! Once he got some room, it was over. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to James Madison. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He'll heave it deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. They're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Bringing the heat. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Dropping back, it's Adams. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Hit as he throws.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's West. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's West. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Grabbed in the middle. It's West. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Howell. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Right on the money. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down. Just outside the red zone.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Howell. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, K. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've punted the last last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. They kick it away on 4th down. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running...
Makes a grab for a big play. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's got him. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To throw, it's Hout. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Hurricane! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking downfield, it's House. Dumps it to the back. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense looks like they're coming. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Using his legs, it's Bannon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's House. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on third down. What a weapon.
He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls. And
he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not...
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air, it's Hout. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Miami.
And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field.